Here's one I hear a lot, which always makes me chuckle, is I don't think social media works in my industry. Why should I use it? Well, okay, Mr. Positive. But no, it's social media works on every industry. You're doing it wrong. That's the honest truth. So we do work with a lot of people, and they often tell us things like, tried social media, didn't work for us. I can see how it works for other people, doesn't work for us, we're special. That's not the case. They're looking at it different, because sometimes you hear people, well, they make X amount of sales through social media. Well, we didn't get any of that. That's not social media's job. Social media is a traffic source and a trust building tool. That's it. So if we start looking with the client, and they were analytics after when they start working through us, usually when we start working with somebody, we look at their last 3 to 6 months, how things have been going and what can we improve on it. And often we'll look at it and we were like, okay, they're posting stuff which isn't that bad, and they're getting some traffic, which is pretty good. Okay. And then we'll look at their website and see where it was going, and often we'll turn around and go, look, social media was doing its job. It was getting people to your website. Your website's rubbish. And we'll look at the landing pages, and they're just sending everybody to the main page of their website, which is too much choice, and they're not sending people to a landing page, which is specifically what the post is about. So social media was doing its job. It's your website that wasn't doing it. So social media, all it's supposed to do is just get people to know you, so they're posting photos and helpful content, and they'll be okay. But often they weren't actually asking them to do anything, like engage with them or click through to this link. That's the problem. And then we were finding people were actually going to the website. So we looked at those posts and just did more of them, and then worked on the landing pages of the website. So when people come through to this, so we're getting more traffic from social media coming through to very specific pages, either at a demographic or talking about a specific problem or a specific benefit. And that's when social media is doing its job. It's not your salesman there to do it all for you. That's not how it works. It's the same. I often see things about people saying things like, it's like advertising is similar, even though they're completely different things. But sometimes people look at it the same as like, well, I tried Google Ads, expensive, don't work for me. I can see how it could work for other people, doesn't work for me. We're special. Not the case. So it's again, we look at people's analytics of their ads accounts, and we see how they were targeting the right people. They were getting lots of clicks off their keyword. The website's not doing its job. Or it might even be the case it's not quite the website, the design and the look of it. You were asking for the wrong thing. So people were clicking, going through, and you're going, buy this now, 10% off, oh my God. Rather than from a click, you've got people onto your website and you've gone, here's some helpful information. Why don't you leave us your email and we'll give you a million other types, or we'll give you this amazing thing for free. Don't worry about it. We're not trying to sell to you. Don't worry about it. Everybody knows what you're doing, but it's still, if it's good enough, if it's something worth giving their email for, they'll do it. And then your job is then to use email and remarketing and follow-up ads and direct mail to close the sale. It wasn't the ads problem that your website wasn't closing anybody. It was doing it. It's just a traffic source. It's finding a demographic and sending people to your website. So, or the flip side of that was we looked at it and they said, oh, Google Ads doesn't work when they haven't got any clicks. If you haven't got any clicks, that just means you're not targeting the right people. And your copy's rubbish and terrible. So you need to work on that. All these marketing things, social media, Google Ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, LinkedIn, it works for everybody. It's just what you say to a very specific audience. So it's usually quite hilarious when somebody says, it doesn't work, social media doesn't work. But it's the thing of, it's like anything. You could say that, using the telephone to make sales doesn't work these days. It's like, yeah, it does. It's for plenty of people. It's just, are you targeting the right people? Are you saying the right thing? It's the same thing with social media, but it's more thinking of social media as a trust building tool and a traffic source. If you think of it like that, you start understanding what kind of content you should put on it, and you start understanding what you need to do to your website to close them. And ironically, what we found is the more you kind of act like that, because that means that your social media is not covered in 10% off, buy from us, buy. People start interacting with you more on social media anyway. So you kind of get leads. People might DM you more, in terms of ask a question or start a conversation, because you look like a friendly, helpful brand rather than somebody just like follow us and buy from us now. So think of it that way. Social media, traffic source, trust building tool. That'll help you understand what content to make, and that'll help you understand the process. So then go away. If that is building your trust and is getting your traffic to your website, it's clearly something else's fault that you're not actually getting leads, which the culprit is often the website. So you got, again, where we've talked maybe before about everything's got to work together, your social media, your ads, your direct mail, your email, it's all kind of supporting each other. That's a big thing. I often use social media for the top of the funnel, about getting people's contact data. So, here's some helpful information. Get more helpful information here if you give us your email, follow up and close. So that's what social media is for, my top of the funnel, to start, get to know us, introduce us to people, and give us your contact details, that type of thing. So think of social media like that. Make content specific to your audience that does that, and you'll be all right. I think this social media thing might be taking off.